faster when it comes to, let's say your knee is service connected, you get surgery on that knee, you're in the hospital for 21 days, whatever the case may be, you can get that temporary 100% rating. That would fall under this here. So expediting temporary ratings for Veterans Act. And really, Jason, what this goes to show, it's automation process, right? And so it's kind of saying, hey, boom, you're in the system. Here's your temporary 100% with little to no work that needs to be done. That's really what this act is for. And it gives 3 scenarios here. So medical evidence is obtained from its corporate data warehouse. VA employees continue to determine eligibility. And then 3, claims may be processed manually if the evidence of record is not sufficient to decide the claim. So it's essentially, acting as a support base for those veterans who are absolutely in need of that temporary 100% VA disability rating. Now, that's just one. There are other types of temporary ratings, but that's really what the Expediting Temporary Ratings for Veterans Act is all about. And again, this is coming straight from the VFW. The VFW is very, very, very large into pushing, lobbying for veteran legislation. And if you go down, it looks at, does the VFW support this bill? Yes or no? Who are sponsors of this bill? We have Rep. Rosendale. You'll see him in the subcommittee a lot. And it also shows you actions of where this is at. So subcommittee consideration and markup session held. That was 7/19. And you can kind of go all the way down to see the history of what that looks like. And so the HR 196 Expediting Temp Ratings for Veterans Act, absolutely solid, okay? This bill requires Department of Veteran Affairs to modify its IT systems to provide for the automatic processing of claims for temporary disability ratings for specified veterans. And then it goes to show who those are. So those who have a service-connected disability that requires hospital treatment or observation for a period in excess of 21 days. Just like Jason said earlier, does this affect me? No, it does not, right? Personally, it does not affect me whatsoever, but I am all in support of HR 196, and it's not even a question, okay? It's not even a question in my mind if I would support HR 196. Again, it does not affect me whatsoever. My knees aren't service connected. I do have a service connection for my back. I'm not going to need back surgery anytime soon. But if I did need back surgery and I was in the hospital for 21 days or more, this act right here with that automated system, assuming the automated system worked, which is a whole other deal. Automated systems in the VA have failed time and time again, specifically with the National Work Queue for disability claims. But that's what this act really, really, really does look at, is automating that temporary 100% VA disability for those with, generally speaking, musculoskeletal surgeries, right? Like your knees, your shoulders, your back, maybe you're having neck surgery, anything like that. It can absolutely be used for other disabilities, but the overwhelming majority of those are going to be your musculoskeletal conditions that need surgery, right? Your knees, your back, and your shoulders.
Yeah, Clay, you bring up a great point. And with the back issue or whatever it is, it could be a knee issue, it could be anything, that if you're rated for that and you go in and like you said, it's the automated thing, bam, VHA talks to VBA, boom, it's granted. Mm-hmm. Here's the key. Usually you can get approved 1 to 3 months worth of that temporary 100%, which, remember, this is no joke. If you're only rated 20 or 30% for the condition, that's a small amount of money per month. So if you move to that 100%, even if it's temporary, if you're married with a child, that's $4,100 tax-free per month in your pocket, can help you through that time frame. Usually it's 1 to 3 months worth of time frame. If for some reason, here's my question, if for some reason you've been approved, right? Let's say that we'll just say it's 3 months. You got 3 months, something major sort of surgery. You need a lot of healing time. They want to see you slowly work it, a little bit of physical therapy, nothing too much. And they're tracking you 3 months. Then your doctor says, hey, it's been, 2.5 months now, right? I think we need to kick this out another couple months. You had something happen. We need 2 more months. On the temporary 100% side, you can request additional months, but will this also be automatic? Will the system still talk? Will they be able to increase it from there? Or is this going to be another sort of a stumbling block, if you will?
Clay. Oh yeah. I mean, the VA's automated systems, I don't want to bash the VA. This isn't a bashing VA video. It's very easy sometimes. The VA historically is known for their automated information systems to fail, right? Most recently, the National Work Queue had thousands of claims. I want to say it was a little bit over 10,000 claims that were ready for decision, but the National Work Queue never shot it out to the regional offices. And that was solely because of an automated process. So that sucks. It's definitely not acceptable, right? But you would hope the VA's IT systems, their information technology systems, would be able to extend the temporary 100% benefits in that instance. And just to give some food for thought here, I think people overlook specifically knee conditions at like 10 or 20%. Because let's say you get, you're 22 years old, 26 years old, you get that knee service connected. 30 years down the road, you fall, whatever, you're in a car wreck, or maybe it just deteriorates over time and you need surgery. 1, get the surgery. Healthcare is important. 2, there's a temporary 100% rating for that. And 3, in the 38 CFR says, hey, if you had surgery, you cannot go lower than, I want to say 30% off the top of my head for knees. And each kind of musculoskeletal system after surgery has its own residual, no less than 30%. I'm saying 30 as a placeholder. I think that's what it is for knees. And so that's you have two knees at 30%. That's solid.
Yeah. Oh, and I think that's a good future video. We need to dig that up and go through that on a few different things, because people are always asking, what if I go get a surgery, right? And this will take off some of that pressure. So I think that we need to remember that for folks. I think that also just in that kind of same vein is, and I've seen this happen. This is a true story. I don't remember which leg it is, so now it's not true anymore. But whatever, it's close enough to true. One of the legs had a service connection, right? Bad knee, bad hip, whatever, right? Walking up the stairs, leg gives out, falls down, jacks up his other side of his body. Secondary conditions, all of them. And that's it. So secondary conditions, really think about those, whether it's because of an injury that you incurred because of your service connected, right? Like the fall down the stairs, or just over time, right? You're going to favor one side more than the other. I mean, you should have seen me hobbling around today. Geez, I slept funny or something. And so now it's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm 90 hobbling around. So you're going to favor one side, right? And then after a while, that one side is going to go too. So anyway, all that to say is that, keep your eyes open. And sometimes, those ratings that will take you to that 100% temporary can also take you to higher ratings overall.
Absolutely.
Obviously, Clay, that anybody who's going after a temporary 100 is less than 100. So, now you have other opportunities that could be sneaking up on you.
Absolutely. I think the secondary is absolutely key. And I even overlooked that a lot of the time. So I'm definitely glad you brought that up.